16 hardy hydrangeas perfect for October planting. Sam here from Seniors Gardening Advice, and October is knocking on our door, which means it's prime time for one of the smartest planting decisions you can make this season. Right here in my hands, I'm holding the secret to a spectacular spring garden, hardy hydrangeas that you can get in the ground this month. While everyone else is putting their gardens to bed, you can be setting yourself up for an absolutely stunning display come next summer. If you stick with me through this video, I'm sharing 16 bulletproof hydrangea varieties that laugh in the face of harsh winters, and I'll explain exactly why October planting gives these beauties such a massive advantage. But first, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our gardening tips. And if you find this information helpful, give us a thumbs up and drop a comment letting me know which variety catches your eye. Trust me, you'll want to share this with your gardening friends too.
October planting might seem counterintuitive, but here's the secret. Planting hydrangeas now gives them the fall and winter to develop deep, strong roots without supporting top growth. By spring, these roots are ready to fuel vigorous growth and abundant blooms, a true head start while the plants sleep. Many gardeners struggle with hydrangeas collapsing under their own weight or see them as finicky, high-maintenance plants. Often, this comes down to choosing the wrong variety. Selecting a reliable, low-maintenance type suited to your space and climate makes all the difference. I'm sharing 16 exceptional hydrangea varieties that can be planted this October for stunning results next year. They fall into two main groups: Hydrangea Arborescens, or smooth or native hydrangeas, and Hydrangea Paniculata, Panicle, or PG hydrangeas. All are winter hardy to Zone 3 and heat tolerant up to Zone 8, with one thriving in Zone 9. What sets these varieties apart is that they bloom on new wood, meaning buds form and flowers appear on current season growth. This ensures blooms aren't lost to winter damage, deer browsing, or heavy pruning. Planting in October allows roots to focus on establishment, so come spring, stems are strong and loaded with buds. These are improved cultivars with stronger stems, disease resistance, vibrant flowers, and outstanding cut flower potential. Starting with the Hydrangea Arborescens group, these include modern improvements on classics like Annabelle, which historically had weak stems, enormous size, and limited color. Today's varieties fix these issues, offering stronger stems, better growth habits, and multiple color options. Planting in October ensures these hydrangeas will thrive, giving gardeners reliable, beautiful blooms year after year without the previous frustrations.
Incredible. This one lives up to its name. Incredible grows approximately 4 to 5 feet in both height and width, a substantial presence without being overwhelming. The blooms are genuinely impressive, often larger than a person's head, yet the stems are engineered to support that weight without flopping. I'll never forget the first time I encountered a mass planting of Incredible at a trial garden up in Michigan. They'd planted a long, sweeping hedge that curved alongside a driveway, and it was hands down the most breathtaking hydrangea hedge I've ever laid eyes on. Every plant stood upright and proud, covered in massive white blooms that seemed to glow in the landscape. October-planted shrubs established so well that they can produce blooms like that by their second season.
Variety 2, Incredible Blush. Think of this as Incredible's pink sister. You get all the same characteristics, the same sturdy stems, the same massive blooms, the same reliable 4 to 5 foot size, but in a truly unique shade of pink. The color is hard to describe. I'd call it a chrome pink, if that makes sense. It's not pastel, not hot pink, but something in between with an almost metallic quality to it. What really sets this variety apart is its extended bloom season. These flowers keep going deep, deep into fall, giving you months of color from summer straight through autumn. October planting means these roots are ready to support that long bloom cycle come next year.
Variety 3, Invincible Spirit 2. Growing to a tidy 42 to 48 inches in all directions, Invincible Spirit 2 represents a significant upgrade from the original pink Arborescens varieties. The stem strength has been dramatically improved, so no more staking required. The pink color is deeper and more saturated than older varieties, and the growth habit is naturally rounded and attractive, even when not in bloom. This variety is an absolute re-blooming machine. Once it starts flowering, it keeps producing new blooms throughout the entire season, right up until frost shuts it down. It's like having multiple flowering periods all summer long. Here's something special. Every Invincible Spirit 2 sold contributes $1 to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. To date, sales of this variety have generated over $1 million for breast cancer research. It's a beautiful plant supporting a beautiful cause, and October planting ensures it's well established to put on a show for visitors next year.
Variety 4, Lime Ricky. At 4 to 5 feet tall and wide, Lime Ricky brings something totally different to the table, that luminescent green color that works with absolutely everything in your garden palette. The strength of this variety is legendary. At one of their trial gardens, a Lime Ricky was planted directly below a greenhouse downspout. During one storm, that plant endured 4 solid hours of torrential rain being channeled directly onto it from that downspout. After the storm, the trial garden staff checked on it expecting damage, and it hadn't budged. Not a single broken stem, not even a bent branch. That kind of toughness means your October-planted shrub will sail through winter weather without concern. The blooms start with a creamy coloration, then deepen into a gorgeous jade green with this marbleized effect happening throughout the flower head. The individual florets are topped with pink pollen, creating a two-tone effect. Green hydrangeas are garden design gold because they complement every other color you place near them.
Variety 5, Invincible Wee White. Finally, a dwarf hydrangea for those working with limited space. Invincible Wee White grows just 12 to 30 inches tall and wide, perfect for smaller gardens, foundation plantings, or even large containers on your patio. Despite its compact size, it produces abundant white blooms that look like ready-made bouquets in the landscape. This variety opens up hydrangea growing to so many more people. If you've always wanted hydrangeas but thought you didn't have room, problem solved. Plant it this October in that small sunny spot, and by next summer, you'll have a perfectly proportioned flowering shrub.
Variety 6, Invincible Ruby. Sized at 3 to 4 feet in height and spread, Invincible Ruby hits that sweet spot for medium-sized gardens. It's large enough to make an impact, but small enough to fit into most landscape situations without overwhelming its neighbors. The flowers are a rich, deep ruby red, a truly stunning color that photographs beautifully. This variety is my top pick for cutting and drying because if you harvest the blooms at just the right stage, you can preserve that intense red color in your dried arrangements. The flowers emerge in summer and persist all the way through fall. And October planting means strong roots ready to support abundant blooms.
Variety 7, Invincible Limetta. Another 3 to 4 footer, Invincible Limetta delivers that sought-after green bloom color in a manageable size. I actually planted a long hedge of these last October. Practice what I preach, right? And I'm incredibly excited to see their second-year performance this coming season. I chose Limetta partly because I love green flowering plants, and partly because we have a white house, and green creates such a clean, fresh contrast against white siding. Green also serves as a neutral that ties together other colors in a mixed border. Those October-planted specimens have had all winter to develop roots, and I'm expecting a fantastic show.
Variety 8, Invincible Mini Marvette. Rounding out our Arborescens group is Invincible Mini Marvette, growing 30 to 36 inches in both directions. The flowers are truly mauve-colored, a moody, sophisticated pink-purple that's quite different from typical pink hydrangeas. What really caught my attention with this variety is the foliage. The leaves are a deep dark green with heavily serrated edges, giving the plant interesting texture even before it blooms. The stems are remarkably sturdy for a plant this size, holding those distinctive blooms upright from summer right through to frost. October planting gives these roots time to establish before winter, resulting in stronger plants next season.
Now we're moving into the Hydrangea Paniculata varieties, the Panicle or PG hydrangeas. If you've struggled with other hydrangeas, this is your group. If you think you have a black thumb, start here. Paniculatas are notably more sun-tolerant than most other hydrangea types, and they seem more adaptable to challenging soil conditions. I'm speaking from experience here. We garden in eastern Oregon, where our soil is extremely alkaline, which usually spells trouble for many plants. Yet I've grown several of these paniculata varieties with excellent results. They're just tough, forgiving plants. Another fascinating characteristic, paniculata blooms undergo a natural color transition as the season progresses. Many start white or cream-colored, then gradually take on shades of pink, red, burgundy, and even green as summer turns to fall. This color change has nothing to do with soil chemistry. It's just their natural aging process, giving you a constantly evolving display. October planting means these shrubs will be ready to put on that full color show in their first full season.
Variety 9, Limelight. I'd be shocked if some of you haven't heard of Limelight. It's the best-selling panicle hydrangea in history, and that's not marketing hype. It's earned that title through sheer performance. Limelight grows 6 to 8 feet tall and equally wide, creating a substantial presence in the landscape. It's also the most heat-tolerant of all 16 varieties, handling Zone 9 heat, so our friends in warmer climates can grow this one successfully. The enormous mop-head flowers open in a creamy white shade, then shift to a chartreuse green that's absolutely spectacular. As fall approaches, pink and burgundy tones creep in, along with deeper green shades. The color changes are like watching a slow-motion watercolor painting develop. If you cut the blooms at the right point in summer, you can dry them and they'll hold that chartreuse color. Or you can leave them on the plant to naturally brown and use them in holiday decorating. I do this every year with fantastic results. I have several limelight shrubs that I planted in previous Octobers, and they performed flawlessly. Those fall-planted roots meant they hit the ground running in spring.
Variety 10, Little Lime. Love everything about Limelight, but need it in a smaller package? Little Lime is your answer. At 3 to 5 feet in all directions, it's scaled down significantly while keeping all those gorgeous lime green flowers and color transitions. Perfect for smaller properties or for planting in groups where a 6 to 8 foot shrub would be too large. October planting works beautifully for these compact varieties.
Variety 11, Firelight. Also sizing up at 6 to 8 feet tall and wide, Firelight brings something unique to the table. The blooms start white, but transition quickly to a deep, rich red color. The key word here is quickly. You don't have to wait until fall to get that red color. By midsummer, you've got deep red blooms that last for months. This makes Firelight exceptional for cutting earlier in the season when most hydrangeas are still white. The stems are incredibly strong, and the plant has a compact, dense appearance that looks intentional and well-maintained, even without pruning. October-planted Firelight shrubs establish well and produce those early red blooms in their first full season.
Variety 12, Quickfire. At 6 to 8 feet tall and wide, Quickfire holds the distinction of being the earliest blooming paniculata variety. If you're impatient for flowers, this is your plant. The blooms are white lace-cap-style flowers that quickly turn a true, deep red. The foliage has heavily corrugated leaves that add textural interest to the garden. There's also this really cool feature. The petioles, those little stems that attach each leaf to the branch, are bright red, creating an additional layer of color even when the plant isn't flowering. Quickfire also develops attractive fall foliage color, which is relatively rare among hydrangeas. Most hydrangeas just drop their leaves when cold weather hits, but Quickfire puts on a little autumn show first. October planting lets these roots get established for early blooms next summer. Variety 13, Little Quickfire. Same great characteristics as Quickfire, the white to red bloom transition, the interesting stem coloration, the fall color, but in a 3 to 5 foot compact version, ideal for smaller spaces or for using as a lower growing element in a layered planting design. Get these in the ground this October for a scaled down version of that early color. Variety 14, Pinky Winky. Growing 6 to 8 feet in height and width, Pinky Winky has enormous blooms. Seriously, the largest blooms of any Paniculata variety. The flowers start white and age to pink, usually coloring from the bottom upward, creating this gorgeous ombre effect where you'll have white at the top and pink at the bottom simultaneously. The blooms are slightly more open and airy than some of the fuller mophead types, giving them an elegant, refined appearance. These flowers are absolute butterfly magnets when in full bloom. I'm talking dozens of butterflies all day long. I managed to find some Pinky Winky shrubs last year and got them planted immediately, some in shrub form, and even found a couple trained to standards, tree form. Even as newly planted specimens, they performed well, and I'm eagerly anticipating their second-year show. October planting would have given them even more establishment time. The stems are thick and sturdy, easily supporting those oversized blooms without staking or support.
Variety 15, Bobo, brings us a compact Paniculata option at just 2.5 to 3 feet in both height and spread. These are beautiful, frilly glophead blooms that start white and gently age to soft pink. Any hydrangea in this smaller size range becomes incredibly versatile. You can use them in foundation plantings, small garden spaces, grouped in borders, or even grown in large containers on decks and patios. Container growing is particularly successful with October planting if you live in zones 5 and up. Just make sure to use a large enough pot and quality potting mix.
And here's our 16th and final variety, Vanilla Strawberry, growing 6 to 8 feet tall and wide. This one is absolutely spectacular and has become one of the most sought-after paniculatas in recent years. The flowers are enormous, cone-shaped blooms that start out creamy white. That's your vanilla. As the season progresses, they transform into a gorgeous strawberry pink color, starting from the bottom and working upward. By late summer and fall, you've got these stunning two-toned flowers with pink on the bottom and white on top, creating this incredible Sunday effect. The stems are incredibly strong, which they need to be to support those massive flower heads. The plant has a naturally upright vase-shaped habit that looks elegant in the landscape. What I really love about vanilla strawberry is how long-lasting the blooms are. They keep their color well into fall, and even as they dry on the plant, they maintain much of that pink coloration. This variety is phenomenal for cutting and drying. If you harvest them at that peak pink stage and dry them properly, you can preserve that beautiful strawberry color for dried arrangements that last all winter. October planting gives vanilla strawberry plenty of time to establish those roots, and by next summer, you'll have a powerhouse plant producing those show-stopping blooms.
All right, friends, that's all 16 hydrangea varieties. October is the perfect time to research and select plants. Garden centers may be clearing stock, which means great deals and the chance to plant now for strong root development before winter. These roots will establish themselves while the plant is dormant, so come spring, your hydrangeas will be well anchored and ready for vigorous growth and abundant blooms. Check out the size comparison chart. Take a screenshot if it helps. From 12-inch dwarfs to 8-foot giants, there's something for every garden. These varieties are tougher, stronger, and perfect for October planting, even if you've had hydrangea failures before. Drop a comment with your favorite variety. Arborescens or Paniculata, giant or compact, white or pink. Share this video with gardening friends. Subscribe for more tips and plant those hydrangeas now. Your spring blooms will thank you.